Welcome back, folks, to Mega Man 8 here on the heavybass channel. Last time, we went to the frozen north to defeat a lumbering idiot called Frostman and gotten his weapon, the Ice Wave, which is a pretty good ground weapon. Now, we're moving on to our next one. You may have noticed the title. We're going Japanesey. Here's our next boss.
I'm Tengu Man.
Tengu Man is unfortunately an idiot. But, yeah, there's a difference between the PlayStation version and the Saturn version. Hate to say it, the Saturn version actually got a good theme, because as much as good Tengu Man is as a boss, this theme is okay. The Saturn version is a heck of a lot better as a theme. It's a lot more lively, a lot more active, and personally it's a lot. As you can see, ice waves can destroy meat tools, or metatars, or we're gonna fire at that old bloody chestnut again. If you know a few friends of mine. But the color scheme's okay, yellow and blue, it's sort of a weapon. Anyway, use the pods to get to our 13th bolt, which really will help us. Once we do actually complete this batch of robot masters, I'm gonna take advantage of that selection. We're gonna get a few upgrades immediate. But anyway, use those bubbles and go here. Now, Tengu Man's element is wind. And you may have noticed, it may be the theme here, but as we're facing off against plenty of metatars and all sorts of things. But yeah, you may have noticed that the weapon is, the flash bomb is freely available and should be used more often. Anyway, moving on to these segments. This is the only time you'll be seeing Rush Jet in this game, because technically it becomes like a shoot 'em up. And it's not that good. I mean, technically, if you ever wanted a Capcom shoot 'em up, just play a regular Capcom shoot 'em up. Once you press this, though, we can get like different upgrades. And yeah, this is the only appearance of Otto as well in this game, because he becomes a flying bulky character with a missile launcher that explodes. It does some damage, but more importantly, other random power-ups include pretty much Rush getting a three-way shot, and Beat becoming an inland, and then Eddie becoming sort of like a bomber. But yeah, it's the only appearance, unfortunately, of of course our friends. Since they pretty much reduced Rush to effectively a upgrade tool that you could earn by defeating mini bosses. Yeah, this is all probably one of the only few times in the whole series I felt, thank God these were dropped. Thank God. I know they tried to do halfway points, but yeah. We're going to be starting off the second half of the stage in heading towards a fortress. Basically, it's just, that. I think they knew what this is one of the bosses I personally think they got wrong for many years. Anyway, if you want to collect power-ups, go right ahead. I mean, you could use your busters and all that, but the more important weapon you could use is the flash bomb again, mostly due to the fact it is a pretty good fortress, and you could technically let them, you could technically let Rush do all the attacking for you, which is really slow, honestly, not very good, but charge shot does actually help a bit. Then we're gonna have to come back to this bit later on, so let's do it. So we have to come back later on, and that's the important thing about this one, is that we have to come back later, because there's a weapon that's needed for a particular bolt, which is unfortunately going to be right around here. And extra lives, they do count as rare. Anyway, that's the one, but you need a weapon that is a full screen weapon to capitalize on that. If you go with that, well, unfortunately, hash bomb is not strong enough to trigger that bit. Anyway, moving on to the actual boss. The core of the ship. And it's really annoying. It's easy as heck. So, in effect, we can use if you hit this thing enough times, it will reduce its barrier. And, well, it can be really effective. A few times we can use the ice wave here. Now we just move on to that. And then we'll just try and blow it up. And that'll be the end of that. Indeed. There goes the core of the ship, And basically with that, and we can get a free bolt if we defeat anything. This is one of the few times we get a bolt anyway. This is like the first, there's like 3 of those. Now that we got that out of the way, effectively, order goes away, Rush heads off, and then we can just carry on with the level. Right. This is where the bubble stage gets a bit harder, if you know what I mean. Just follow the pattern of the characters. If you fall, you just go back to the very bottom, you'll be forced to start this off again. This mechanic did come back in a way in Mega Man 10. Or was it 9? I'm pretty sure it was 10. I'm gonna say 10, or I think I might say 9. Anyway, using the lower platform here, we need to head towards the lower part of this one to get the next bolt. We're up to 15 now, which is pretty good. Anyway, using the direction of the wind, we can head towards the boss. Head towards the Tengu Man's thing. So keep going like this. There we go. Otherwise, we would not have been able to make it, and then if we would have died, then we have to repeat the level again. Anyway, we've reached the boss. Ice Wave is the weakness for this weapon, but it doesn't work your traditional way. So, where is Tengu Man, you ask? Well, he's up there, obviously, in the Japanese highlands of, I'm assuming, Yurine? Well, it's something like that. Anyway, Tengu Man. He basically hobbles around. He likes to use attacks. Keep it on him. He does an arrow shot, which really does some effectiveness. What you want to do though is wait for him to come down, and then he will fight. His weapon, of course, is the tornado hold, which is the signature. But if you want to wait a bit, if you use the frost wave, it will make him stop, but if you use it again, it will cause even more damage, which is really important. So as you go through that, wait for that to happen, then repeat it again, like so, repeat it again, and then he's dead. Particularly, he's an easy boss, and we've already picked up his thing, which works out pretty well. So, as I mentioned before, I've mentioned the tornado hold is the weapon. It's a very unusual color scheme, that color scheme. Also, tornado hold is the rush coil for this game. Yeah, they replaced Rush. They got rid of Rush Coil. Since they used Mega Ball as the technical Rush Coil, Tornado Hold became instead the default weapon for Rush Coil. Basically, it does exactly as it says. It's a tornado hold that allows you to go up into the air. It stays in the air as well, but it also counts as a Rush Coil. Allows you to go up to other platforms. It really is more effective. Next time on Mega Man 8, one final boss remains, and I hate him. See you guys next time.